This is Sparta! On the show tonight, the star of 300, top music, acting royalty, and a cute little doggy. Let's start the show! First show of 2012, and what a show it's going to be. Hollywood hunk Gerard Butler is here. Sherlock star Norton Freeman is here. Yes. Doctor Who assistant Karen Gillan is on the show. Musical superstar Noel Gallagher is here. And I wasn't lying. The star of the new silent movie, the artist, Uggie the dog is here. Oh, look at Uggie. Oh, Uggie, living the film star life. That's him on the red carpet at the premiere. Oh, here he is partying afterwards. Whoa! Very excited to be meeting Gerard Butler, star of the hit film... yes. Star of the hit film 300. You know. Oh, look at that. A Greek man stripped to the waist, always erotic. Well, nearly always. Imagine 300 of them. Whoa. Martin Freeman's joining me. Yes, he is. Oh. Martin currently appearing as Dr. Watson in the brilliant new series of Sherlock. You watching that? Fantastic. Now, the next episode is based on the Hound of the Baskervilles. Yeah, a terrifying dog that ate 2 of the Baskerville family. Yeah. Oh, I could not eat another Baskerville. The first episode was action-packed, ladies and gentlemen. Holmes and Watson had to deal with a robbery in Baker Street, a heist in Westminster, and even a snatch in Belgravia. Let's get some guests on! Later we'll be having music and chat with Noel Gallagher. But first, as Doctor will see me now, it's Dr. Watson himself, Martin Freeman! Woo! Gorgeous! You're very welcome, sir. Have your seat. There you go. She made a big splash as Amy Bond. It's Karen Gillan! Oh! Beautiful! Hello, my darling. Sit yourself down, Karen Gillan. And at last, I've got my very own butler. It's Gerard Butler! Really well. There you go. Oh, Happy New Year, all. Happy New Year. They love you all. We won't ask where that snoopy's coming from. They just love you all.
Equally.
Equally.
Yeah. Just because Gerard got a bigger round of applause, that means nothing.
By the way, this is from Martin's partner.
Oh, thank you.
Good luck on the show. Thank you. Good luck on the show. Just told me to pass that on.
He's a vessel for love.
Oh, that's really lovely. That's very nice. By the way, you went right past Karen Gillan.
We already had a kiss.
Oh, did you? Oh, OK. Well, fair enough. I'll keep the show as quick as possible, so you can get back to it. No. And you've just come from a premiere.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, of Coriolanus.
Coriolanus, yeah.
Very good.
So, but I gave that up to come and see you.
That's very good of you. And now, you look very nice, but I thought, you know, you're a Scot. I thought you might be sporting, you know, the kilt on the red carpet.
No, no.
Do you ever do the kilt?
Oh, yeah, I've done the kilt. I've done the
red carpet?
Not on the red carpet, no. I don't think I did.
You should do it.
Yeah, maybe I should.
A lot of people are going, yes, you have.
In Glasgow? Oh, I did! Oh, God. Hey, you want to answer these questions for me? By the way, this lady here, I mean, basically, did you move to America? She's from Scotland, but just goes wherever I go to support.
That lady there with the glass. The lady with the glass
the answers better than I do. So if I'm saying anything wrong, you'll keep me in line.
Apparently she will. Yeah.
No, but
Minutes into the show. Yes, you have!
So I wore a kilt at my sister's wedding, though, in Paisley, Scotland, and I had to go up and do a reading. And my mother and the family were in the front row. And, of course, as you know, in Scotland, there's a certain rule to wearing the kilts. And, you know, I'm sitting like this. And I look, and everybody's kneeling forward, you know, at the podium. And my mum is looking at me, and she's doing this, and she's going... I think that she's telling me to pray. And then the whole congregation is watching me, so I'm like this, and I'm looking at her, and I'm like... And I go... like this. And she's like... And then I realise that everybody is staring right up. So I'm like this, and I go, And that's why I always forget that I've worn kilts. It's always a disaster.
Because you're from Scotland as well.
I am, yeah.
So, have you had a kilt experience?
I'm still traumatised by something that happened to me the other day, actually. So I went to my cousin's wedding, and I thought, I'm going to film the occasion and then give it to her as a Christmas present. And then I was going through all the material, and somebody had obviously taken the camera. This wasn't me. And it went all dark, and I could see, like, something moving around. And then I suddenly realised that it was an up-kilt shot of my cousin. Oh! It was horrible.
Did you leave it in, or did you take it out?
It's deleted.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, I don't want to look at that.
DVD extras on the wedding. Nice.
No, you didn't. Here's a shot here.
We found it. Oh, dear. Now, listen, not only are we pleased, Gerard Butler, you're on the show, we're glad you're on planet Earth, because we nearly lost you before Christmas. Didn't we? I mean, was that true? Because it was on the news.
Well, it's true, then.
OK.
Actually, this is one of the few times that reports maybe were not exaggerated. No, it was a pretty close call. I mean, the movie that I'm making is about big surf. So we're in a place called Mavericks where the waves are huge, and I'd been out there, you know, paddling in big waves. I even surfed a couple of big waves, and then suddenly these waves came out of nowhere, and I'm with 3 of the best surfers in the world, and they're just going, paddle, Jerry, paddle! And I'm paddling on my board as it just, this wave spread across the skylight, and it came, and it was about 30 feet high, and just dived in, and it took me. And I was under, and I'm thinking, you get to that stage where you're like, oh, I gotta get up. It ripped my leash off, so I knew there was nothing to pull me up. I'm just tumbling, going. And I'm thinking, all right, I need to get up. And then I felt the next wave go, and it all started all over again.
Wow,
and
I'm like,
I'm like, I can't believe this has happened. There's a whole film. All I could think was, there's a whole film crew up there, and they're going.
Can I just ask a question? I'm interested. How long did it feel like you were under? Because, you know, when people say, you know, your life flashes before you and just time changes, how long did it feel like you were under?
Well, I've had a few hairy experiences in training for this movie because it's about big wave riding, so I think I've got out of my depth a couple of times. Sometimes you're only under for 10, 15 seconds, but you feel like you're under for 2 minutes. But this, I was under for almost a minute.
Jesus, really?
Anyway, oh my God, I'm reliving this right now.
Yeah, no, terrible. Let's move on. A bad thing. Audience going, why is he telling us this story? This isn't chat show gold. Now, Gerard, I think I've done very well to hold off till now. Let's talk about your body. Because... Is that you now? Is that you surfing now?
No, I don't know where that is, actually.
All right.
Is that a kilt?
Do we know where it is?
Oh, yeah.
Hawaii. It's Hawaii.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Is this serious?
Yeah.
Really? I thought it was Hawaii.
Wow. You were there. You probably took the photo.
So it was Hawaii. But that was 300 the first time that you seriously kind of did the bodybuilding and everything?
No, I did it for Tomb Raider.
Of course, that was first, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was then. But without a doubt, that's the movie where I kind of went a little crazy, you know, and it became... I mean, I was training 6 hours a day when I did 300, and it was... You know, I was pumping, you know, and I would have a trolley of weights round, and it just, you know, between each take, you know, because it actually, in all seriousness, really helped me get into the intensity of the character, because I noticed in another movie I had done half a Beowulf, where it was a Viking movie, and I'd done half of it on weights and half of it not, and I could so see a difference with, you know,
the aggression, the testosterone, I guess,
the testosterone, actually, yeah, that's in the character when at the period when I wasn't.
Because in Love Actually, Martin, you had to get your kid off. You were a porn double.
Well, I must say this. I must say this for Richard Curtis's sake. I wasn't meant to be a porn double. I was meant to be like a double on the set of something like An Eyes Wide Shut, sort of high-end, legit movie, but with a bit of shagging in it. Yeah.
Oh, I see. But did you feel the pressure to kind of...
Yes, I got a one-pack. And Richard was strict with me about that. I came in with an 8-pack, and he said, it's got to go. You've got to look more normal. Got to look more approachable. So, no, it would have been silly for me to have played like a nice, likeable bloke with, you know, with Gerard's physique.
Yes.
Not that I probably wouldn't have got Gerard's physique, because I don't think I have that same commitment.
No.
I don't think I have that. And I take my hat off to that.
And in between movies, when you don't have to look like that, do you let it go?
Depends what I have coming up next, you know, and I always try and keep in some kind of condition, because I train, when I train again, but it's very intense.
Yes.
You know, especially if you're playing a role like Leonidas, and sometimes you let go as intensely.
And have you ever kind of, you know, met a nice lady and sort of got home and you've taken some clothes off and she's gone, are you the Gerard Butler that was in 300?
It's happened many times.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah.
They asked for their money back.
No, but guys used to come up to me and say, you know, listen, it's hard. I watch that movie and you have that body, and it's hard for me when I have, you know, I have a girlfriend, I don't have a body like that. And I'm thinking, I don't have a body like that, and I am that guy. So, you know, suddenly you see yourself by a swimming pool and, you know, you're not looking at your best. And you literally, this is what happens. You see people going, oh, there's Gerard. Oh, my God, look at that. You know, and you start breathing in a little bit before. Oh, it's a little chilly. I'll put my T-shirt back on.
You are very buff in Coriolanus, which is the new movie, which is out on January 20th.
That's not me.
No, that's Ray Fiennes. You're the other name.
Oh, yes.
And it's Shakespeare, but it's a very accessible kind of telling of the story, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's modern day. It's actually, we filmed it in Serbia, which seemed very appropriate. And yeah, that's what I loved about it. I read it and I thought, this is, I mean, it's Shakespeare, but it's very easy to understand, and it was actually shot by the DP that shot Hurt Locker, and that's how it feels. It's kind of like a Shakespearean Hurt Locker. There's like a lot of incredible battle sequences in it, but then a lot of political manipulation and incredible intimacy as well. And it was a great... Actually, it's the first role I ever had. First professional engagement I ever had as an actor was in Coriolanus. And so it's kind of come full circle that I was sent this script by Rafe and had a chance to be in it again at a different level.
And also, I think people kind of worry Shakespeare, oh, it'll be quite slow, but it's the pacing on it's fantastic. It's really...
You saw it, yeah?
Yeah.
No, it's turned out really well, which I can't say for all my movies, but I'm very happy how it turned out. It's a very powerful piece.
Well, listen, the clip we're going to show is basically you and Ray Fiennes in one of your fights, and they're really intense, kind of proper fights. So here we go. It's full on.
Talk about Shakespeare being accessible.
Yeah.
You don't even have to listen to any Shakespeare.
But in a fight scene like that, as an actor, do you kind of look at Ray Fiennes and kind of going, oh, this is silly, I could easily beat the crap out of you?
Yes. No, he was tough, actually. I was impressed with his toughness, and it was really, you know, it was 2 solid days to shoot that sequence, and it just became about 2 guys, you know, going at it,
really
which is a lot of what the imagery is. It's a very homoerotic story between the 2 of us as well. Yeah. And if you watch that, you could interpret it in a completely different way. You know?
I didn't.
Yeah.
Well, listen, Corinne, it's out on the 20th of January. And can I just say, if any blokes are watching and looking for a date movie, I would say it's a very good one, because the woman will think you're clever because it's Shakespeare, and you get to see a lot of fights and battle scenes, and it's knives and guns.
Exactly the point. Yeah.
It's a win-win situation. Now, another movie that's out at the moment and getting lots of award buzz is The Artist. Have any of you guys seen The Artist?
Oh, I want to see it so bad.
Oh, it's good. Now, what it is, it's a modern silent movie, and one of the stars who's joining us tonight is a Jack Russell dog by the name of Uggie. And here is Uggie in action in the movie. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Uggie. Here he comes. How amazing is that? Hello, sir.
Hi.
How are you?
Omar Mueller.
Omar. Omar is the trainer of Uggie, the owner of the trainer of Uggie. Hi, hi. How are you? Oh, you're so good. Very good. Now, he's brilliant in the film.
Thank you.
He can do lots of things. And, by the way, I hope you didn't find that too upsetting, Gerard. It didn't bring it back, the surfing, did it? It didn't bring you to an unhappy place.
It was actually quite therapeutic.
There's a brilliant bit in the movie. Is that the
when he said, yeah.
When
Yeah,
the
you want to see
guns,
him? Yeah, sure.
So the guns go bang.
Okay. Ready, Uggie? Come here. Get over here. Uggie, up. Walk, walk. Walk, walk. Bang. 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 Stay.
Oh, there you go. Actually, I've had an idea. Since he can do the skateboarding thing and he can do falling,
Yes.
could you, maybe it would help Gerard through his traumatic memory of the surfing accident.
Yes.
If Uggie could relive it for him.
Yeah, he can board, he can water ski, he can do just about all that
Oh,
stuff.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay. Uggie, darling. Okay, thank you very... Oh. All right. Thank you very much, sir.
Pleasure.
We'll see you later for the surfing.
Okay, very
Ladies and
good.
gentlemen, Uggie and Omar. Okay, bye. How brilliant is that dog?
Fantastic.
That's amazing.
Was that very emotional for you watching that?
Yeah, it's...
Yeah, pretty,
It's,
yeah.
It's been helpful. It's been a helpful experience.
And talking of emotional, Karen Gillan, Dr. Who go boo-hoo, because Amy Pond, she go bye-bye.
Yeah.
She leave. When are you out of it?
Well, I'm going to go back next year, and then I'm going to do a few more episodes. But it's not actually confirmed when I'm actually going to go.
And
So I don't know.
Is it a proper dead? You can't. No one really dies in Doctor Who, do they? Nobody dies in
Well,
Doctor
it's
Who.
possible. I don't know. I have no idea.
Are Doctor Who fans? Do they sort of drop ex-companions like a hot potato, or
I don't know.
are you a companion forever? Do you think?
I would like to be a companion forever.
I think so.
Oh, thanks.
No, I think so.
Because the Whovians are kind of well known for being quite mad.
Passionate.
Enthusiastic.
Enthusiastic. Yeah. Good save. Thanks. So, what sort of mad things have you got sent?
Enthusiastic things.
Well, there's this one guy who sends me a postcard from every place that he goes on holiday, and he just holidays consistently. And the last postcard that I received was from my hometown. I was like, oh my God. He was like, I hope to bump into you.
Really?
It was really sweet though. He's nice.
No, call the police.
I like to hear from him.
That's weird.
Maybe he's in the audience. Like... Why don't you send me postcards?
Don't ask them. You're going to get postcards now. You get them daily. And you hear stories about fans. And Martin, of course, you know, you're the Hobbit now.
Yes.
So, are you prepared for what's going to happen?
As prepared as possible, I suppose. I mean, you know, I've had 10... Since The Office, I've had kind of 10 years of interest and stuff.
Yeah.
But I realised, you know, we were on holiday in Sorrento earlier in the year, and I realised that this time next year I probably won't be able to... Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There won't be many places I can go where The Hobbit won't have been seen, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Although I hear Eritrea is a lovely holiday. I'm joking.
It's lovely.
It is.
And I suppose people are used to fantasy films attracting this sort of interest, and then you guys go to the big conventions and everything. But Gerard Butler, you have your own Gerard Butler conventions.
And I think we're seeing who's behind them.
More than a lucky guess, Freeman, I would say. So these are real?
Apparently so, yeah. Yeah, they've had them in Glasgow, they've had them in Vegas and in...
It's Vegas, the one that we belong to.
Right, right.
So what's your name, lady?
Moira.
Moira. How many people go?
About 100.
Moira, you could have talked it up a bit. We weren't going to do a head count. We weren't going to check. You could have gone with 500.
300.
Oh, very good.
This wasn't live, there's still time to change.
Well, next time we'll all go. It'll be great. So listen, Cargill, Impond's over, but already you've got something new.
Yes.
BBC 4 later this month. We'll see We'll Take Manhattan.
Yes.
So it's about the model Jean Shrimpton and David Bailey. There's you and your co-star there, and it's based around a photo shoot that they did in Manhattan.
Yeah, it's based on this one photo shoot that they did for Vogue magazine in 1962, and how together they kind of changed the face of fashion. And also had a kind of explosive love affair along the way.
And, of course, Jean Shrimpton and David Bailey both still alive.
Yeah,
so
they are.
have they seen this film?
Yeah, they have.
And?
Jean Shrimpton, she gave her consent to have it made, but then she didn't want anything more to do with it, because she's kind of quite reclusive. But she saw it, and she really liked it, and she left a voicemail saying that she thought it was really accurate. So that was the best compliment that I could have gotten.
Because you were a model, weren't you? You did do modelling.
For a couple of years, yeah.
So did this make you miss it, or did you just kind of think, thank God I don't do that anymore?
Yeah.
Did you not like it at all?
I mean, it was an okay way to earn money, because I was working in a pub before that, so it was good for that, but it's not something I ever aspired to do in life. And there was a couple of things I had to do, like put a bucket on my head in a casting, which was rather strange.
I love that as a model they would ask you to put a bucket over your head.
Yeah, they're like,
This
it was
makes
about
no
the shoes.
sense. Oh, it was about the shoes?
Yeah, they didn't want any distractions.
With a bucket over your head's not going to be a distraction, is it? Oh, look at the shoes of that lady with a bucket on her head. Wow.
What's that clanking sound? Listen, we've got a little clip. We'll Take Manhattan is on BBC 4 later this month. This is you and Nyron Barnard, your co-star, who's excellent, by the way.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Martin Freeman. Sherlock's back, and I would say it was brilliant the last time.
Thank you.
But it's better.
Thanks. No, well, we're really genuinely pleased about it.
Yeah.
Genuinely very excited about it, yeah.
Now, you only make 3 at a time.
Yes. Yeah.
But they're very good, but...
Yeah, well, they're 90 minutes. What do you want, blood?
6?
Yeah, I know, but it's like 3 feature films.
It is. And actually, you know, when you watch them, you kind of think, wow, each one is a very good feature film.
Yeah, well, I hope so. Thanks.
But now, will you be able to make any more? Because you're in the biggest movie later on this year, The Hobbit, and then the second part comes out in 2013.
Yes.
Presumably that'll be the biggest movie that year.
Yes, and there he is.
Don't laugh at it. So, is that your life taken over now? You won't be able...
Yeah, for a certain amount of time, I think, yeah. But the hope is, the plan is that we will do a 3rd series of Sherlock, yeah, I hope so.
Oh, fantastic.
There's certainly more to do, and I would like to do it. It's one of the few things I've done ever, really, where I think, well, you know, I'd like to do a lot of these, you know. It's a very nice way to spend your time.
It strikes me, Martin, that Dr. Watson is the sort of character that women would be drawn to, because they want to take care of him. Have you had more female attention since playing Dr. Watson?
I'm aware that there is that going on, yeah. I'm aware that there's some of that. Yeah?
Yeah.
I am.
Where, how?
Well, it's kind of because it's weird because I spent most of the year in New Zealand, so it's not been first-hand, but you know, I've got a computer.
That sounds really dodgy.
I know.
It is.
Oh, OK. Listen, we're very excited. We've got an exclusive clip from next Sunday's episode.
Oh, good.
Now, it's... You don't say a lot in it. But then, you don't say a lot, really. Like...
Fuck you, I won a BAFTA.
It's very good. But you do a lot of listening. You do a lot of listening.
Acting is listening, lovely.
Yes! And you do it really
You're
well.
a member from Central, come on.
Yeah, I
Acting
know.
is reacting.
I was very bad at it. So you do some talking in this, but there is quite a lot of listening.
OK, fair enough. But watch the listening, though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's good listening.
Ladies and gentlemen, feast your eyes and ears on the listening of the BAFTA award-winning Martin Freeman. Beautiful listening. Very good listening.
Thank you.
Very good listening. Now, it's almost time for music, but first, I believe Uggie the dog is ready backstage to help Gerard come to terms with his surfing trauma. Uggie, are you there? Uggie? Oh, there's Uggie. Oh, look at his little board shorts. Okay, let's get the waves. There's the waves on. Wait, there he is. Omar. Oh, can he stand, Omar? Oh, can he stand? Can he stand? Oh, he can! Okay, breathe away, there you go!
I hate to say it, but he's a better surfer than I am.
Time for our musical act tonight. This man left behind one of the most iconic bands in British pop history to storm back to the top of the charts as a solo artist. Please, well, he's not really a solo artist, but anyway. Please welcome Noel Gallagher. Here he is. Hello, sir. How are you? Very well. Very nice to see you. Gerard, Butler. Hello, how are you? Very well. Butler down in there. See something, you perched me in there. There you go. Sorry, I stupidly said you were a solo artist, but of course you're not. You're in a band.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
I'm solo artist. I've just got a band's name.
it's Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds.
Yeah, but that's just the name of my act.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm a solo artist.
But it is all about you.
Always.
Now, congratulations. Went to #1. Which
yeah, was better than #2.
Yeah. It must be gratifying.
Well, it is, yeah. I mean, you know, if there's the chart, you might as well be top of it.
These are wise words.
It was great. It went to #1 the day that City beat United 6-1. And I've got to say, yeah, unbelievable day. And I was watching the game and the phone call at the same time, and I was like, brilliant. So it's kind of like the day. It was one of the best days I've ever had in my entire life.
Oh, that's very good.
Yeah.
Do you guys know each other? Do any of you know each other?
We've met a few times, yeah.
Just met Martin before. I've never. No. I know of these two. I've seen his. I know where she's off Doctor Who.
Yeah, yeah.
I actually seen his film once when I was, you know, the 300, and I did what most men do. I was kind of sat watching it, going. I go to the gym.
Because Gerard, you're a fan of Noel's, aren't you?
Big time. Oh!
Yeah.
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 Is there a story behind that?
Well,
I do know that at my birthday... Did you know at my birthday I sang Wonderwall?
Yeah, I did know.
Oh, you did know that?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, is that what that is?
That's what I'm saying. Jesus God. It's like pulling teeth. You're a fan. What could be the link?
It's my song, man. It's my song. I love it. You know, so I sing it.
No, I think it's my song.
And didn't you become a new dad at the same time the record was finished?
Well, on the first day of recording, I got to the studio. I'd had, like, about a year off, and I got to the studio, and it's just about to put a bass down on the first track, and the phone went, and it was Sarah, and she said, "I've got news." And I was like, oh. I didn't know what it was, you know what I mean? I didn't know what it was. It could be anything. And she said, "I'm pregnant." And I was like, wow. Right, well, I better get a crack on then, do you know what I mean? And, it took exactly, obviously, 9 months for my son, Donovan, to arrive. And I finished my album just at the same time, which goes to prove the theory that they're equally as important to each other. She doesn't agree with that.
No. And nor will he.
Well, there must be. They're the only two things that take 9 months.
And is it hard to juggle kind of being a new dad with being a kind of rock and roll superstar?
It's amazing that the more kids you have, the more work you want to do. That's how I find it. There is that, you know, probably manager going, oh, we've never been to Mogadishu, have we? We need to go there. We need to play for the Tamil Tigers. They need to sing Wonderwall.
Is that why you recorded some of the album in LA?
Well, I got an American producer, and they don't like being in England.
Oh, OK.
You know, he came to England once, and he hated it because it was at this time of the year, and I think he walked like in a block around his hotel. He didn't see a Starbucks, and the sun was, you know, he's from LA. He hated it. He got straight back on the plane, and he's like, "You want to work with me? You work in LA." And I was like, "I can think of worse places to go and work."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like palm trees.
They're lovely, aren't they?
Do you like it? I love LA. I love it.
And this time round, you met. I hear you met a very important person, a VIP.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was staying in the same hotel. I'd been there for about 3 months, on and off, and I was walking through the reception one morning to go to work, and the manager came out and he said, "Mr. Gallagher, can I just have a word?" And I was like, "Oh, what?" And he said, "Get in the office." And I was like, "Oh, shit." So I kind of think, I wonder what I've been smoking in the room again. And he said, "Oh, I don't want to alarm you," he said, "but you may get a visit over the weekend from the Secret Service." And at that point, I took my sunglasses off and was like, "What?" And he said, "The Secret Service, I don't want to alarm you, but they're going to pay you a visit." And I was like, "The Secret Service? What Secret Service?" And he went, "The American Secret Service." And I'd just got a computer for Christmas, that previous Christmas, and I kind of hack away at it, trying to work it, and I'm kind of doing this, and I'm thinking, have I sent something? Is there someone in one of those, like, Thunderbirds big screens? What's that? And I was like, "The Secret Service," and they said, "Well, you know, they're coming in with a very special guest, and he usually takes up all the top floor." He said, "But I've told him there's a celebrity here from England, and I can't move him." And I was like, "Oh, right, brilliant." And I said, who is it then? And he said, "Well, I can't say." And I was going, "Well, come on, who is it? Is it Obama? You know, is it Bill Clinton? Is it Elton John?" And he said, "It's the King of Tonga." So there was just me and him on the whole of this floor and the CIA. But when I finally got to meet the king, now I don't know whether I watched too much Scooby-Doo, which I probably do, but I thought he'd have a grass skirt on. No, I did. And he kind of got into the lift when I was there, and he's like, some guy from Buckinghamshire, he went, "Oh, hello, you're the rock star." And I was like, where are the drums?
How did you know he was the king? Did he tell you? Did he say, "I'm the King of Tonga"?
He had a T-shirt on, one of those T-shirts. There's 2 security guards that said, "I'm with the King of Tonga."
And so listen, what track are you singing for us tonight?
I'm going to sing for you "If I Had a Gun" off my new record.
Oh, very good. Is this the one that your son has done the alternative lyrics to?
Yes. Yes. The lyrics, quite brilliantly, go like, "If I had a gun, I'd shoot a hole into the sun." His words that he made up were, you know, "If I had a gun, I'd shoot a hole into your bum." Which is kind of...
I see a future there.
Yeah.
Chip off the old block.
He's got something, that's for sure.
OK, so if you want to go over there and get ready, Noel Gallagher, off you go. In a moment, we'll be hearing our first stories of the new year in the famous red chair, but first, performing Light a Gun, it is Mr. Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds.
go too soon. My eyes have always followed you around the room, 'cause you're the only car that I will ever need. I'm holding on and waiting for the moment to find me. Shoot a hole into the sun, and love will burn this city down for you.
We've just got time before we go tonight for a story or two in the red chair. So who's up first? Who's up first? Hello. Hi. You, the lady in the chair. We're doing this bit now. Who can you be talking to? What's your name, nice lady?
Anne.
Anne. And what do you do, Anne?
I'm a hypnotherapist.
Oh, really? See, now we're all interested.
Yeah.
Have you been to one?
Yes, I have.
Oh, really? I won't ask for why. Did it work?
Yeah, it did for a little while.
OK. Worked for a little while, Anne. She's kept the receipt. She'll see you after. And where do you live, Anne?
I live in Bracknell in Berkshire.
She's the hypnotherapist of the Bracknell area.
Strangely hypnotised already.
Are you?
Yeah.
Gerard's loving it.
Well done.
Do you know, I've been hypnotised to forget her name. Anne, that's it. Anne of Bracknell.
Yes.
Off you go with your story.
OK, well, several years ago, I used to ride an Arab stallion in the desert in the...
Hello! Now, Anne, can I just say, if this story continues on this level, we're loving it. That's a brilliant first line to a story. OK, so you're riding an Arab stallion in the desert.
Yes, and I was always told to avoid the wild horses in the desert, but on this occasion, I didn't notice them coming up, so as they approached, one of the mares whinnied to my stallion, and my stallion whinnied back. He then pricked up his ears. In fact, he pricked up everything. So she seemed very willing, so he decided to have his wicked way with her.
With you on top?
With me on top.
Wow!
It was time for me to go because the other wild horses were still around us, so I decided the safest place to be was in the saddle.
So to speak.
Thank God you weren't on the mare.
Need your own hypnotherapy after this, Al. anyway, so you're on the stallion. The stallion's going great.
Yes, and I'm hanging on for dear life.
Yes.
And then he finally satisfies himself. And so he dismounts, and then I rode him back to the stables with a very big grin on his face.
Is that the end of that story?
That's the end of it, yes.
Okay. All right. Well done, everyone. If you'd like to join us on the show and have a go in the red chair, you can contact us via our website at this address. Thank you so much to my guests tonight. Mr. Noel Gallagher, Freeman, Gillan, and Gerard Butler. Not forgetting Uggie the dog, ladies and gentlemen. Join me next week when I'll be joined by the one and only Madonna. Don't miss it. I'll see you then. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.